Welcome to Moving Forward, sponsored by MPW Mocklink TV and Mocklink Internet, online at mpw.org. Each weekday morning, our local talk segment brings you the people who are helping move our community forward. Let's start the show.
KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for tuning in with us here from Moving Forward, brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. Right now, try it before you buy it. Head on over to mpw.org, check out all their services, and then try them before you actually buy them. How nice is that? I'm joined in studio this morning by Paul Thielmann and Angela Woodhouse from the Muscatine County Arts Council. You guys are here to talk about the 2019 Sidewalk Poetry Competition, and it's both of yours third year participating in this, correct?
Correct. Yep, our third year.
Excellent. Now, this was really cool. I remember I spoke with Ed Chamberlain last year about it. I can't believe it's already been a year since you guys have been in to talk about it, because it was he was very excited. Ed Chamberlain, he loves to come in and talk, and he's a great guy. And he was very excited about this. I've seen a lot of the poetry all across Muscatine. It's and it's not just English poetry, which is they showed here in this binder here, or binder in this pamphlet here. There's even some that are in Spanish and some in Chinese, if I remember correctly.
Correct. Yeah.
That's so interesting. And now, so this poetry competition is a way for the community to get involved, and they're going to be able to make. I'm not going to take this whole time to talk about it. I'll let you guys talk about it, I promise. But I remember that you guys let people submit entries, and they're able to actually potentially get their poetry on a sidewalk here somewhere in Muscatine, and that is awesome. And there's so many great sidewalks. There's parks, there's trails, there's everything like that could use these. So I'll let you guys take it away. Now that I've talked about the whole thing, but Angela, Paul, I'd love to hear from you. What are you guys most excited about with this?
Well, the project is a partnership between the Muscatine County Arts Council and the City of Muscatine, and it's funded through the Muscatine County Arts Council and a grant from the Community Foundation of Greater Muscatine.
Oh, okay.
So the competition will be judged. This year's the poems are actually reviewed by a three-person group, and then they're turned over to our judge, who this year will be Misty Urban, our local author.
Oh, okay.
This is the second year that we actually have an engraver that does the work for us. It's J&D Stones, and Jeff Ferguson is his name. In the past, we have actually had to use forms, and it was very costly and expensive to do that. So we were really thrilled to learn that J&D Stones could do the work for us, and he does beautiful, beautiful work. So I just want to get his name out there as well. And we're really excited about this. If people walk through the downtown West Hill, we've got several areas where there's sidewalk poetry, and I think it just adds a lot of interest to our community. And it's open to anybody in Muscatine County, which I really like. Myself, I'm not a poet, but there's a lot of people out there that are, and it's thrilling to read and see this in a community of our size.
Absolutely, and it's cool to actually see when you're out, especially for folks that don't live in Muscatine. A lot of people do come over here to explore a little bit, because we've got such a rich history in our downtown, and there's a lot of great places to visit all along up and down the river. So it's especially so the one again I mentioned before, I've seen the one outside the First National Bank. That's the one I see almost every single day. I walk by it constantly. Still don't remember what it says. I'll have to look and read it again today. Maybe take a picture so I can remember. But it's really cool because it's like a beautification project. It's a way to draw a little bit of extra intrigue and interest into our community, and that's really cool. So it's great that you guys are partnering with the City of Muscatine too, and that they're so helpful in making all this happen. So, and I wanted to ask real quick. So the engraver. So instead of you had to use forms before, so like you had to actually lay new concrete, right?
Yeah, it could only be done in brand new concrete the first year that we did it. So we really worked closely with the city. Jim Edgman has been wonderful. But now that we have the engraver in existing concrete, it works out really, really nice.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably much easier and a little bit more simple than
much.
pouring a whole
and
new.
a lot cheaper too.
Yeah, that's excellent. So, Paul, it looks like you've got what else? What are you most excited about?
Well, it's our third year, and we're still going, and we had a lot of interest the first 2 years, and there's no limit as in terms of age, or all people, kids from schools and adult people who like to write poetry are all encouraged to submit. They can submit up to 2 poems, and the text is, there are some minor restrictions on the text actually, but and they do have to limit it to 8 lines, no more than 25 characters per line, but because we're not etching things in stone that are going to be
right
as long as Lincoln's second inaugural or anything like that. Right. But and this of course goes on throughout the month of April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the deadline is all entries must be postmarked before April 30th.
Before April 30th. Okay, excellent.
And those can be mailed to the Muscatine County Arts Council, P.O. Box 815, Muscatine, Iowa 52761.
Excellent. And you guys have a Facebook page, right? The Muscatine County Arts Council?
We do.
Okay, so this information's probably out on there.
That's
I
correct.
would think it would be also on our website.
On your website,
which is,
okay.
Muscatine County Arts Council.org.
Okay, excellent. So folks want to, but the best way to submit is through is by sending it in through mail, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That's
okay.
how you have to submit.
Gotcha.
it. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's excellent. Now, I know folks, Ed talked about it last year, how many folks got involved in this and how excited the community was to be able to get to participate. So really hoping that you guys have another great, huge turnout, lots of poems coming in. And you said it was a local author that was doing the judging this year?
Yes, Misty Urban.
Misty Urban. Did she recently have a book that...
yes, she did.
That came out. I think I remember someone talking about that maybe in the community calendar. So that's very exciting to get, to get an author involved in helping choose the actual text that's going to go down. How many are being chosen to be?
There will be up to 5.
Up to 5.
That
Okay.
will be actually etched in
Okay.
stone.
And any idea where the locations are going to be, or is that
I'm not sure exactly this year where. We talk with the city and we try to determine areas of high traffic flow and where they think our work would best fit in within the city. So it'll kind of we'll collaborate with them and determine that once we get closer to the end of the date.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, anything else you guys want to add to all this?
Just we're looking forward to having a lot of submissions, and it really is open to all people, and we are encouraging students. There are brochures that will be available in all the schools.
Oh, excellent.
And
and every year we've gotten some. I've not seen one poem that is bad. We've had some really, really good poems, and I wish we could, post all of them. And I hope people that have participated in the past, even if they haven't been selected, that they continue to submit their poetry. And who knows? It's it is blind judging, so that's one thing that I want to just reiterate, that we don't know who is going to end up. So I encourage everybody to get their poems in early and try again if they submitted last year or the previous year and weren't able to. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
And poems can be previously published.
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
It's
As
not.
long as it's their work.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Excellent. Well, that's really cool. This is such an interesting thing, and I would like to take that. That scared me. I didn't know what that was. I thought someone in here was digging. But I would love to walk around Muscatine, just see where is there anywhere where there's a list of where each one is?
I don't think we've done that, but that's a great suggestion.
Okay.
And we should do that, and we should get that up on our website.
Because you
for
guys,
sure.
honestly,
That's a
you guys
great
could make
idea.
if there was some way to lay it out like a path, be like, if you want to visit each one of these
Yeah.
poems, here's a track through Muscatine that you
Yeah.
can walk. That'd be really cool.
Thanks
So
for the suggestion.
yeah, no, I figured that there might be already, so it'd be because I'd really like to see them all. I'd like to see each one, and actually read them for instead of in passing like I do now, or just take a peek at it and say, oh yeah, there's one of those poems that they have out. So that's really interesting, and I think it's a great thing for you guys to partner with City Muscatine to do, because again, it's a nice beautification project for Muscatine, draw a little bit of more interest and intrigue into our city, and that's awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Paul Thielmann and Angela Woodhouse joining us this morning from the Muscatine County Arts Council to talk about the 2019 Sidewalk Poetry Competition. It is a great competition. You can get involved. It is truly open to everyone. Check it out, and you can go to Muscatine muscatineartscouncil.org. Check out all of the details. So again, thanks for joining us here for Moving Forward. It's brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. Right now, try it before you buy it. Head on over to mpw.org and check out all the services that they offer. Decide which ones are right for you, and then pay for them. How nice is that? I'm Jordan Davis. This has been Moving Forward here on KWPC and the voice of Muscatine.com.